We say goodbye to domestic football, and once again we say hello to European football. But more importantly, this time you don't have to scroll down the page to see Hearts. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. One team, though, you do have to scroll down to see, though, is Celtic, because they're not in the top 9 of the Champions League phase table.
They're absolutely not. We'll scroll down and see them soon. But England dominate the top 3 spots. Then it's 2 French teams, a German team, an Italian team, then a Portuguese team in the top 8. Will it change between here and the end? I think so. I don't expect Monaco and Brest to be up there, to be perfectly honest. And Sporting just lost their manager to Manchester United. But I think...
Well, you say they haven't lost him yet. He's managing 3 games before he goes.
Alright. Steady on, oh boy.
Well, Ruud van Nistelrooy's the caretaker, right? And he's not going until, I believe, sometime...
The next international break.
That's probably it.
Which is next week, by the way, just to depress everyone even further. But shall we?
Yes, another international break that I can't wait for. Another opportunity to see Scotland go winless in another 2 games. Absolutely brilliant. That's what you love to see. Steve Clarke picking the same old shite. I mean, we should be optimistic. We should be looking forward to this next time, because it's got 2 big games that we need to win.
Yep.
But I don't know, I'm just a bit...
What did you make of the squad announcement?
I wasn't that impressed. I tell you what, if we win our first game, I'll be up for the second game. Put it that way.
Yeah. No, I respect that.
But as of right now, I'm just kind of... to me, the beginning of the season has just been so stop-start, and that's literally because that's the way it's been. I don't recall this many international breaks in previous seasons, or maybe it's because in previous seasons, since the Nations League was brought out, Scotland have been in a better position. Not necessarily in terms of where we stand in the Nations League, because right now we're in the top, we're in the top group, but just as a team, in the past few seasons, we've had better momentum and we've been winning more, and I think there's been more optimism and people have been excited about the Scottish national team, something that we didn't really get for a long, long time. But over the past 18 months, it's been defeat after defeat after defeat, and the majority of those defeats have came with bad performances as well. I just feel like right now we're at an all-time low with the national team, albeit I do think the last 4 games have showed some improvements despite the results still not being great. But here's hoping we can get some good results in the next 2 games. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that just yet. We'll bore you to death with international stuff next week. We're here to talk about European football. We're here to talk about the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Europa Conference League. All 3 competitions having Scottish representatives.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, I'm looking forward to it. You can't beat a European
You
midweek.
even couldn't lace my boots.
I think you could, mate. You don't wear boots, you wear...
Slippers, just like Schmeichel.
Slippers indeed, But let's get down to big Casper Schmeichel and see where he is. See if the slippers are going to have to get a wee dusting off this week. Because, of course, they're taking on Leipzig. But Celtic do currently sit 20th.
20th, behind Paris, but in front of Sparta Prague. Also in front of Bayern Munich. And who would have thought that Bayern Munich, after winning their opening game by 9-2, would be sitting 23rd and on the verge of dropping out?
And just below the team they beat 9-2. Quite incredible.
Yeah,
but, I mean, you look at the teams below Celtic, Bayern, Milan, Atletico.
See, that's why I would actually worry about Celtic right now, even though they're doing well and people are talking about, the 10 points will get you through. Listen, there's no proof that 10 points will get you through. There's no mathematical proof that 10 points will get you through. It could... Look, people think 4 points will get you through in the Euros, but we've seen this year that wasn't the case.
Yeah, some teams went through, some didn't.
Sure, we had that group where they all finished on 4. I think 10 points has got a good chance of getting you through, but 10 points is not guaranteed to get you through, especially when you factor in goal difference. 10 points might get some teams through, but it might not get all teams through. And just looking at this, there is a lot of teams. I know it's early days, only 3 games in, there's still 5 to go, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Right now, I think you should be focusing on the points tally that you're expected to accumulate and not the teams that are in front of you or behind you. I think that's what you kind of look at when you've got 2 games remaining. But as of right now, there is quite a few teams behind Celtic that you would expect to be in front of Celtic come the end of these 8 games. In my opinion, enough teams to push Celtic out and into the elimination places.
But at the same time, there'll be teams in front of them you would expect them to beat. But the problem is with that is, you look at the likes of...
Is there really? Right, let's take it the top 8 for starters, right?
But then I would expect them to beat like Brest and Monaco.
From this point onwards.
Well, not from this point, but it's like...
but we're talking about from this point onwards.
Okay, right.
Right, Arsenal no, Barca no, Dortmund no, Madrid no. And it's hard to tell because we don't exactly know the fixtures, but let's just go based on the quality of the team. So Arsenal no, Barca no, Dortmund no, Real Madrid no, Benfica no, Juve no, Lille I'm going to say no.
Lille beat the both Madrid teams,
so yeah,
for
let's
that reason
no.
alone, no.
Feyenoord, I mean, maybe, but that's close, right? That maybe not. Atlanta, I would say no. Stuttgart, it's close, but I'm leaning towards no, and then PSG. So you can say what you want, but where's the 4 or 5 teams in front of Celtic that you expect them to finish ahead of? People are going to say I'm hating. I'm just
looking at this.
I'm breaking this down.
Honestly,
logically.
looking at this, there probably ain't one, but Celtic have a nice run of fixtures.
Now let's look at the teams behind Celtic that you'd expect to finish in front of them. Bayern Munich, yes. Girona, I would actually say yes. Milan, yes. Atletico Madrid, yes. PSV, got off to a poor start, but possibly yes. Bologna, poor start, I'd say yes. Red Bull Leipzig, very poor start.
They've got 3 losses. I mean, tell you what, Celtic have not got a better chance to beat them.
Yeah, but can you see how if Celtic beat Leipzig, I would say that pretty much confirms that Leipzig cannot finish ahead of Celtic.
Oh, aye, 7 points.
But if Leipzig beat them, there's 1 point in it.
That is the difference.
So, I mean, we're looking at all these teams, and there's, alright, none of those teams, but... So Celtic are what? Celtic can afford to drop 4 places before they go outside of the knockout phase playoff rounds. Is there 4 teams below Celtic that you expect that will finish ahead of Celtic?
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, Bayern, Milan, Atletico, PSV. But it all depends on the fixtures, man. You know what? It's all good. And I think that's...
No, it does, but
I think that's the problem, though, with a 36-team league. How are we supposed to memorise who they've all got?
No, it's impossible, man. You can't, and I don't like it, but I just think there's too many people that think that Celtic are through already.
If Celtic win the games that they're expected to win, they'll go through easy. We'll have to wait and see, though. By the time we dive into the fixtures.
No, it is time, but look, I mean, it's going to be tough. It's not done yet.
Oh, it's not done yet, but here.
So I think people are getting carried away.
I like my steaks rare.
No, but I think Hearts will be through.
Right, well, wait.
That's
the wee Thursday competition, my friend.
What do you mean the wee Thursday competition? Your fucking legacy's built on that. Thursday nights.
Right.
It's the only thing Rangers have ever done in Europe lately, so...
What Hearts
no, what are you talking about, wee Thursday night? The wee Thursday competition? You're playing on Thursday? Dick.
We've played in Champions League.
I saw we.
When?
2005.
Qualifiers,
6.
mate.
Aye, what? And what about it?
We played qualifiers a couple months ago.
Oh,
I'm not going to fucking brag about it like I'm the Rock.
Aye, and how did you do in those qualifiers?
Aye, shite. How'd Hearts do 20 years ago? Fucking shite. So let's move on.
Scored against AK Athens.
Fucking scored, right? How about you score into these fixtures then?
Here, we got a draw against Liverpool. How do you got on against Liverpool?
7-1, mate. Anyway,
right. Exactly. Anyway, Celtic, I think they've got a decent chance, but I think they'll still need some good results, but we'll look at it. Right, PSV, Girona, we're only going to talk about the domestic ones. In the review show, we'll go over it more with the entire results, but I just don't see the point of... I mean, does anybody really want our prediction on Bratislava versus Dynamo Zagreb?
That's a Conference League game. Anyway, Liverpool against Leverkusen.
No, but that's like Madrid-Milan. That used to be a Champions League final.
No, Milan they've got better. Anyway, Liverpool.
No, but all I mean is, do you not think now there's so many big games that these just feel like throwaway games?
Yeah, but that's what they've went for.
Yeah, but see when it was groups of 4, Real Madrid versus Milan mattered more because you felt like that would decide who wins the group and gets seeded going into the last 16.
Maybe this will decide.
Or if it was a group of death, it could decide who goes through, who doesn't.
Well, maybe this will.
See now, this just seems like it's a throwaway game.
Throwaway game. How about we throw this one in? I'm going to go Liverpool 2-0. Throw Wong into the deep end. I think they'll mean Arne Slot, the sit top of the league. Tell you what, I think he's making Klopp look shite.
I'm raging because I expected Liverpool to struggle, and they're not.
No, but see on Super Sunday, I was listening to the fallout. Oh, Man United are a mess, but like Jimmy Redknapp's like, oh, look at Pep and Klopp's legacies over like the past 10 years. What's it going to take for someone at United?
You know what?
They threw Arteta in the same. I don't even like Pep, right? But let's be honest.
No, I don't like him.
Pep's legacy compared to Klopp in the Premier League is fucking night and day.
Yeah, no. To me, Klopp's got a great legacy, but it's not comparable to Pep.
Yeah, I prefer Klopp than Pep.
Now, I think Klopp has done a great. Now, people say he only won one league title, and that's true. But he was up against Pep's Manchester City, and I guarantee you, if Pep never went to City, Klopp would have more than one league title. I'd go as far as saying that as a fact.
Yep.
That's an actual fact. Without Pep in the league, Liverpool probably have at least I'd say 3 or 4 league titles instead of the one.
I'd say so.
But the fact is, Pep actually was in the league, and apart from 1 year, City have been better than Liverpool. So for me, it's not as good as Klopp was. I don't think it's right when you turn around and say Klopp and Pep have left legacies and they've dominated. That, to me, that's like throwing in Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson into the
first 8 years.
Arsene Wenger was great, and no one's going to dispute that. And he left an amazing legacy at Arsenal. But you can't make out that Wenger and Ferguson are on the exact same level.
No.
if like Wenger's getting an A, then Ferguson's getting like an A+++.
No, absolutely.
And that's not to run down Wenger. It's not to run down Klopp, because both of them were fantastic at their clubs. But sometimes you just get a manager that is better.
No, you do.
And that seems to be what Pep is, in my opinion.
I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. I think they'll get the job done. No, Leverkusen aren't as good as they were last season, as expected.
I mean, you can feel free to actually give a bit of detail here rather than just chuck out results.
I give a bit of detail. I'm the one that brought up the fact that he's nowhere near Pep.
Aye, and I'm the one that dissected it.
Aye, well, how about we
dissect some of these scorelines?
I went 2-0 Liverpool.
I'll go 2-0 as well.
We're 13 minutes in here and that's the first scoreline getting predicted. I'm worried. I'm panicking. Going to lose my job. Right, you go 2-0 as well.
Aye.
Right, the new United manager, he'll get a taste of Man City for Sporting. And I'm going to go Man City to...
He's probably got a better chance of beating Man City with Sporting than he does United.
Easy. I'd say 1 each. No, but seeing you the English pundits, man, like downplaying Sporting Lisbon and all their shite. Pretty much that's what they're saying. It's pathetic. Fucking done more than United have in the past decade, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
More leagues.
Look at United. They're in the shitey competitions, you like to call it, and never even got a win.
Aye, the wee Thursday.
I mean, they love to run down clubs that aren't English teams, but I mean, how are United doing against these teams?
Not very good, but I tell you what. Celtic against... Well, actually, I'm going to go 1 each. Actually, Man City Sporting, because they're struggling. Struggling big time.
I'm going to go 2-1 City.
Fair enough. Right, Celtic against Leipzig. Let's ruffle some feathers. I think Celtic will get a draw here. I'm going to go 2 each. I don't think they'll win, but Leipzig are in really poor form. I mean, Celtic couldn't have asked for a better game prior to this match, so I'm going to go 2 each.
Nah, I think Celtic's going to get brought back into reality here. Beat Aberdeen 6-0, but they won't be doing that this time. Definitely not. I'm going to go 3-1 Leipzig.
Is Rodgers going to learn? Is he going to whip out an Atlanta performance, or is it going to be a Dortmund performance?
Celtic at home. I think he might be a bit more adventurous.
There's no John Lundstrom to make it 3-1.
What?
Rangers, Leipzig. John Lundstrom's the best on earth.
Oh,
what do you mean, what? Have a word with yourself, big
That happened in the wee Diddy competition on Thursday nights, mate. I don't pay attention to that.
It didn't happen in the Conference League. It happened in the Europa night.
Doesn't matter if it's a Thursday, it's shite. Shite night on a Thursday.
I disagree. It's all about the big plate. You're at the wee plate.
I'm going 3-1 Leipzig. You're going 1-1,
2-2.
2-2.
2 each.
Wednesday we've got Aston Villa taking on Club Brugge. I will go 2-1 Villa and to keep their good start to the Champions League intact.
They haven't conceded a goal, but I think they will concede a goal. I'm going to go 3-1 Villa.
Arsenal, Inter Milan. Arsenal really poor run of form right now. They don't necessarily need a result. They're doing okay. It's more the league they need to get a result in. I'm going to go 2-2. Inter Arsenal, 2-2.
I mean, Inter drew 0-0 with City at the Etihad. So I'm going to go Inter to win. I'm going to go Inter 2-0. Arsenal are just mince at the minute. And that is us wrapped up the Champions League fixtures and into the Europa nights.
And again, you have to scroll down to see Rangers.
Alright, big man. Alright. I'll tell you what, right? I don't mind scrolling down to see where my team is in a 36 team league. You've been having to scroll down to see where your team is in a 12 team league.
I will.
Might drop.
I tell you what, we won't be scrolling down next week after we beat Rangers at Ibrox.
Aye, because that's going to... I'll be there, right? And see if that fucking happens. I'll jump off.
Jump off what?
Top of Ibrox. It's not going to happen, folks.
Anyway, Tottenham currently sitting in second place. We have Rangers in 11th. 2 wins, 1 defeat. Not bad. Plus 3 in the goal difference. Although...
Okay, it's not bad, but the two teams they beat were pish.
Yeah, let's be honest. They beat a second-rate fucking... Can't even remember the team they beat.
FCSB or Malmo?
That's the one, FCSB.
Right, they play Olympiacos, who are directly below them. But I mean, you look at FCSB, they're directly below Rangers as well, joint on points. So the problem is, I mean, it's misleading. You don't know who's played who. You look further down the table. I mean, Manchester United sitting 21st. So how's those apples?
Not a good representation, is it, for the...
I mean, look who they're on points with. I mean, just teams that are absolute shite. Then you get 20 who got a draw at Old Trafford. You got Nice, who Rangers also play away. So, I mean, that's good seeing them down there.
You got Dynamo Kiev, who knocked Rangers at the Champions League. Down in 35th place.
That doesn't really surprise me, because Kiev aren't that good. Rangers were just shite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, haven't even scored a goal in this competition. Kiev.
Yeah, and that, well, I mean, that is a big problem. I mean, they weren't that good against Rangers. I mean, Rangers are awful.
Good enough to
season.
beat them, though, weren't they?
Yeah, but the FD red card killed that match. Not going to be bitter over it, like, but it did. We were going to get beat by Salzburg.
Okay, I was pretty bitter over it at the time.
You were greeting me.
Oh,
anyway, into the fixtures we go. Because it's Europa nights.
Oh, Wednesday game, ho ho! Oh, what's happened here?
Why are you going back to August, mate?
Good times. I remember the better times.
It wasn't really better times, was it? Anyway, there we go. Well, we're not talking about that one. We're talking about this one. Olympiacos.
Well, hold on, what do you make of Jose Mourinho coming out and basically saying the Turkish league's corrupt?
I respect that.
And that if Fenerbahce should have told him the truth.
I'm on to Scotland.
Aye.
Say those things.
So which club though?
Doesn't really matter. There's going to be corruption anyway, isn't there?
If you're in Glasgow, there's always corruption.
That's it. Anyway, is there going to be corruption over in Greece? Or will Rangers be the Achilles heel to Olympiacos? Here, this could go either way, man. Rangers, when they hear that music, they turn into a different beast, unless it's Leon. But I think they could get beat about 4-0. No Danilo in the European squad, so Dessers just will start this game of football. I'm going to go Olympiacos.
I'm going 2-1 Olympiacos.
I'm going 3-1 Olympiacos because I just don't see it. If it was at home, I'd be a lot more confident. But come on, guys, Cyril Dessers and Tav, it's like playing with 9 men.
Say Rangers do lose, that would put them on 6 points. Would you consider that a success? Would they be in a good position, a bad position, or just kind of where you'd expect them to be? Or what?
I would say it's probably about where you would expect them to be, considering where we are as a club right now. You know, you would expect to beat FCSB at home, and then out of the other 3 games, you would expect at least another win.
Would you have took 6 points after these 4 games at the start?
Probably. Because you look at it, it's like, well, that could be a win and 3 draws at the end of the day, and that wouldn't be as bad.
It could be anyway. Right, Galatasaray, Tottenham.
I'm going to go...
Tottenham, 3 wins out of 3, will they make it 4?
Beat Aston Villa 4-1 at the weekend. I'll go 3-0 Tottenham.
I think Ange Postecoglou doesn't get enough credit. I think he is doing a good job.
I feel like Tottenham's give a lot more time to other jobbers. So why can't he get time?
Yeah, like there's some. I swear to God, there's been about, I'd say at least 4 or 5 times this season where I've seen rumours or articles that he's one defeat away for the sack.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold on here, man.
Really?
He's had a pretty difficult start in terms of fixtures to the Premier League. They're in an okay position. They've got a couple of decent wins. Just knocked Man City out of the League Cup. They're doing really well in Europe. I think they need to cut the guy a bit of slack.
No, I agree. I think they'll win. And here, I'm dreading Tottenham going
And
to
Ange says he
Ibrox.
always wins a trophy in his second season.
Beat City at the Cup. So
Tell you what, I mean, there's a couple of realistic trophies you could see Tottenham winning. Could win the League Cup, and I definitely think they're among the favourites for this.
I'd say so.
Probably
Yeah.
the favourites.
Yeah, definitely top 5. I mean, they're definitely in the top 8. Right, so I'll go 3-0. What are you going?
2-1.
Okay, United
Spurs.
against Pack up next. I mean, this should be an easy win, but it's Manchester United.
I mean, I'm not convinced.
I'm not convinced, but I think they'll win. I'll go 2-0.
Well, Ten Hag is gone, so maybe we'll get the new manager bounce, the Van Nistelrooy bounce. Just like when he missed that penalty and Keown bounced over his head. So yeah, I'll go 2-1 United.
I'll go 2-0, and I believe that is us for British representatives in the Europa League. Well, here, maybe we'll never know, guys. Maybe we'll never know. I believe that's it. There's nothing else happening.
Is there no other big games you want to talk about?
No, because you've scrolled past. That's it. RFS Anderlecht doesn't do anything for me. Anyway, into your wee competition. Let's go. I don't have to scroll down apparently, so I'm looking forward to this.
Look at that, man. Hearts in 6th place.
Can you explain who Jagiellonians are?
No, because I did see them on FIFA, and I thought it was like a non-licensed team that they'd make up. I thought it was a fake name.
That tells you how bad the conference
But
league
it turns out it's actually a real team.
I mean, look at the state. See if Chelsea don't win this competition, man. They need to hang their heads in
I
shame.
mean, people can say Florentina's a decent side, but they fucking only beat TNS 2-0.
Yeah.
They were a bit fortunate.
I tell you what, right? I think Hearts, if they can turn it around and produce what they did last season, have got a good chance of going far in this.
I agree.
And by far,
If you avoid Chelsea, I think you can make the final.
yeah,
And I'm not saying they're favourites to make this, but I'm saying I don't think outside of Chelsea, there's no teams in this that I look at and go, can't beat them, can't get an upset against them.
yeah. I'm not saying I want Rangers to finish third, but I think it would be intriguing to see Rangers in this.
I think if Rangers are in this, not that Rangers can't win the Europa League because they've got to 2 finals in the past 14 years, so
Yeah,
or 15, 16,
16.
whatever.
Fucking hell, we're getting old here.
We're getting old. So obviously, if you get to a final, you're capable of winning something because you're right there, you're close. But look, like, see if Celtic were in this, they would be second favourites in my eyes.
Yeah,
They'd be between them and Chelsea.
yeah, and I think that highlights the difference just between the competitions.
The only sad thing is Celtic are never going to be in this.
No, not unless our league drops off the face of a cliff.
So I don't know. It's disappointing. I think that you don't drop down into competition now, because I think this competition is winnable for a few Scottish clubs.
Yeah, you can say it's, but then if Rangers drop down, other big teams are dropping down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Actually.
Anyway, let's scroll down and see the other diddy teams like the Shamrocks of this world. And
How far do you have to scroll down to see them?
I don't know. I think you've maybe jumped the gun there. Shamrock Rovers, how far?
10th.
They're right up your team's arse.
They're almost in the straight to the round 16 positions.
The new Saints sitting 19th. Look at the state of this, man. Look at the neck of this.
Vikingur, Helsinki, Real Betis down in 27th. They're a team that you'd maybe be fearing.
Although Ben Davis put them to the sword not too long ago, and Dessers, so I mean, how good can Real Betis really be?
Got Panathinaikos, Copenhagen. There's better teams in the elimination places than there is in the fucking
Top 8. Let's see who's at the bottom.
We got Istanbul, Larne, then good old Larne propping up the rear end there. Not good.
The horse's ass. Right, let's go into the fixtures and see who's going to win. It's Shamrock Rovers against the Noose. I tell you what, mate, you need to sort this wee problem we've got out here.
Right, guys, send us money for a new laptop, man. This left cursor's fucked.
That's pathetic. Anyway, Shamrock Rovers.
What,
Noose.
that my laptop's broke, or I'm asking people to buy us a new one?
I think if Shamrock Rovers win this, they're through.
Well, can you elaborate on what's pathetic?
Whatever you want to be pathetic.
No, you threw out the word there, so you need to own
Yeah,
it.
if people want to send money, mate, that's fair enough. But I don't think
do it.
anyone's sending enough money. Single.
Matthew Miles says he's retired and has a yacht and lives in the Bahamas.
Does his comment suggest that he's going to ever fund us?
He seems to like me.
He likes me as well.
Doesn't call me wee Stevie Liar.
Because that's your name's no Stevie.
Well, he doesn't call me wee Gorgie Liar, so I reckon, aye, Matthew Miles here. If you're really that minted, then prove it. Anyway, let's move into the fixtures here. Let's go. Let's talk about it. We don't beg for likes. Let's go.
Shamrock Rovers won. The New Saints won. I'm going for a draw.
No, not a chance.
Why? The New Saints beat that. Who did the New Saints beat?
Some shite.
Who was it?
Somebody. It was
Astana? That's alright.
I'm gonna.
Astana beat Celtic.
Shamrock Rovers can almost seal their place in the next round if they win this game. 7 points has been predicted to be enough. I think you need 8 to guarantee it. But I tell you what, Shamrock Rovers with a win here they'd have one. You know when you put one foot in the bath and the water's too warm and you get scalded and you have to jump back out? That would be Shamrock Rovers.
Trust me, the water's not that warm in the Conference League.
No,
Fucking
cold.
Stone cold.
It's fucking mild. Anyway, if Shamrock Rovers pass up this up, but here, maybe the New Saints will be saying, yeah, if we can beat Shamrock Rovers, we're one result away.
Right.
From, but did I not get a prediction?
No, because you were boring me.
But you're just not capable. All you want to do is just fire out results. Oh, I'm going to go 2-2, 3-1.
That's not
Nobody
results.
gives a fuck.
That's predictions.
Well, you're predicting results. It's the same shit.
Go ahead. I said one each. Where are you going? What are you going?
I'm going 3-1 Shamrock.
Up next, we've got the trip of Noah to Chelsea. They're going to have to put Noah's Ark in front of that goal to fucking save them.
I knew you were going to go there.
Two of every animal.
Low-hanging fruit. That's what that is.
Low-hanging fruit. We all know about low-hanging fruit, don't we, in this league? At the end of the day. Right, I'm going to go 9-0 Chelsea.
9-0.
Aye. Aye, because the mighty Noah. No amount of giraffes and crocodiles and lions, man, on that Ark's going to save Chelsea from scudding them.
Alrighty, I'll go 5-0 Chelsea.
Fair enough.
Hearts versus.
Are you a wee Diddy team?
Hearts versus Heidenheim. I am going to go. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go 3-1 Heidenheim.
Really?
Aye.
This Diddy German team against
Aye.
the mighty Jambos? Hearts, glorious Heidenheim. Na 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 na.
Aye, 5-1. 3-1 Heidenheim.
Nah, I'm going to back Hearts. I'm going to go 3-1 Hearts. I don't know why you think Hearts are going to beat or not beat Heidenheim.
You're going 3-1 Hearts.
Heidenheim are pish. They got lucky last year in the Bundesliga. Alright?
Have you seen Hearts this season?
Yeah, I'll see them in the flesh very soon. And I'll tell you what's going to... Well, actually, the game's after that game.
Anyway, I'm going 3-1 Heidenheim. You're going 3-1 Hearts. Not quite sure about those predictions, but we'll see. And finally, Larne versus St. Gallen. Did you know that they are the oldest club in Switzerland?
We're going to say world football. No, I don't. Larne are about 2-year-old as well. I can't see Larne winning this game. I can't even see a draw.
How's Larne 2-year-old? What relevance does that have to St. Gallen being the oldest club in Swiss football?
Because it's funny how a club's so young and a club so old are competing against each other. No jokes about that. Alright, everybody? I'm going to go St. Gallen to win 4-0.
I'm going to go 2-1 St. Gallen. I think Larne will put up a spirited fight, but in the end they'll come up just a little bit short.
I think Larne will be massively disappointed with their Conference League so far. Because I know it's only 2 games, but you look at the New Saints, you look at Shamrock Rovers, alright, Shamrock are a step above, whatever. I mean, they had Shamrock Rovers at Windsor Park and their arse folded. You couldn't have asked for a more glamour tie, really. You know, Battle of Ireland, you get the home advantage even though it's not your actual stadium. It's pathetic. Larne have disappointed me. Purple bricks have turned to shit bricks. Brown bricks, shite.
Well, they haven't disappointed me because I knew Shamrock Rovers were a better side because the Irish League is better than the Northern Irish League. It really is that simple. So yeah, it's not rocket science as to why they lost. Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you back here Thursday night. Thursday nights, the best nights, the nights of the European review show.
See this whole Thursday night plate pish? I like stuff on my plate. I'm a greedy bastard. Alright?
What are you on about Thursday night plate?
People refer to it as the Thursday night plate competition.
What, leftovers?
I think it might be that, actually. But they don't refer to it as leftovers, just the Thursday night plate competition. Take that what you will.
Well, we'll see if any plates smash on Thursday. Will Hearts be brought back down to reality? We'll find out then. Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time. Peace.